library. There's some mail here for me. Went to one of the churches I was told to go to for gas, and they got a funeral going on. So I'm supposed to go back at 1. Hopefully they'll be able to help me get some gas. Also, the post office here, I was told this is just a distribution center, but apparently it's actually the post office, so I got wrong information. Wrong information leads to wrong decisions. Hello? Thank you, sir.
Five, six, 7, and 8. Have a great day. Thank you.
But is this the best way to do it?
For,
It doesn't even get fast.
I mean, because this will, going this way, you're looking at $9.90 from the tracking number as $100 insurance.
Is there a cheaper way for it?
You can buy one of the envelopes.
Okay.
You can do it that way.
All right, I'll just go back to that.
Okay, I don't have stamps right now.
She's,
Yeah.
this is it should.
For this,
Yeah.
tracking number right there. Have a good day. Good morning. So go ahead and hit the no button and just ask them if there's anything that could perishable, potentially hazardous, such as lithium, perfume, mercury, or aerosol. Go ahead and hit the continue button. ahead and verify that. And I'm just gonna verify that that's you. And then that's your address.
And it should get there tomorrow, right?
Yep, it'll be guaranteed tomorrow. For $27.90, go ahead and insert your code. Any cash back? You come do a lobby sweep, please.
Thank you.
Guaranteed tomorrow, that's your tracking number.
Thank you.
Yep, have a great day. Come on up, sir.
That insurance works and it's supposed to have some mail delivered general. Yes, sir.
Anyone just picking up, dropping off?
Have a great day. All right, let's see what I got here. First one, health insurance marketplace. God, I am overwhelmed with all this shit that I gotta do already. But you know what? I keep jumping through the hoops. It keeps costing me money. It doesn't get me anywhere. But you know what? It definitely costs the taxpayers quite a bit. I wonder how many trees have been destroyed to send me mail to places that I was no longer able to live by the time mail got there. Probably quite a bit. This is instructions on how to log into Marketplace. Jesus fuck. Oh, and then it's got it in foreign languages. Okay, so it's not as long as I thought it was. I'll do my bestest, I guess, with what I got. A lot of predators did messed up stuff. Things that they knew were immoral and illegal. That includes Megan Messigatis. And also Amanda Demet, which sucks. Alright, this one is from Social Security. Alright. God, these guys fucking suck. So they're withholding money from me because I was overpaid money. They screwed up. And then that money, of course, didn't get to be used for helping me out in any way, shape, or form, did it? No, that was after it was such a screwed up situation that I couldn't even get a bank account in Chapel, Nebraska. And I was forced into homelessness. And I'd been trying to get some fucking money to fucking live on for fucking months and months and months and months by then. Being treated like I was a shitty person because I didn't have any money. I'm fucking disabled. My disability money never should have been taken away. Alright, this one says we need more information or proof. Jesus fuck. What office am I supposed to go to for this though? Where's this one at? This is the one that Kira was gonna go in with me, but she didn't make it. So we tried rescheduling, kinda sorta. So yeah, no SNAP benefits because the missing signature thing. I'm supposed to go in there and just sign the piece of paper, and then it's supposed to be all good after that. But fuck. Like, that's the thing. They make it too complicated to get anything fucking possibly even close to finished. And of course, with the safety issues that I gotta contend with, this just takes forever and a fucking day. I still don't have help. They're supposed to assign somebody to me who is supposed to help me with these things, and none of the people who have been supposed to help me with these things actually ever did. As mandated reporters, it is all of these people's jobs. On the bright side, I got mail. On the downside, none of it's fucking... Well, it's all useful if somebody will fucking look at it and try to understand what the fuck it means for my life. How these fucking roadblocks prevent me from being able to take care of myself. All because we want to believe that crooked people within our own government on every level should not be punished. They should be allowed to commit felonies against at-risk adults because their job is so tough. You're out of your goddamn minds. Anyway, I'm wasting gas running around all these places I'm told to go, and I'm doing it alone. I've been trying to find help turning in these predators since well before Natalie was killed. And yeah, that does not include the ones who came on after Natalie was killed. Obviously, I couldn't have tried to turn them in after Natalie was killed, or before Natalie was killed, if they didn't commit any crimes against me until after Natalie was killed. And that's where, of course, my predators want to fuck with the timeline. They want to pretend like the crimes that they committed against me were either A, justified, or B, were not committed, because I spoke out about those crimes. So it's okay to threaten to kill my sister and my niece because, what? Because I spoke out about it? Because I said it was wrong to do those things? There's a lot of people, they want to fucking argue with me, and then they want to fucking say shit after 6 years of fucking arguing. Right? Pretending to give a shit. If you care, you listen to the fucking victim. You don't make fucking excuses and fucking argue with them like they're a fucking retard. You don't power pound all of your personal fucking bullshit onto them. When you care about somebody, you make the time. When somebody needs help and you actually care about them, you make the time to help them how they fucking need. There's all sorts of people who type fucking pretty shit, all these pretty memes that pop up every time that somebody wants to fucking argue instead of actually help. Everybody gets fucking friends like these. The ones who always got some excuse. Like, yeah, they'll help, but then when you call them up and they spend 2 hours telling you about all their personal bullshit, you're like, hey, if you could spend 2 hours arguing with me, and you're doing this consistently every time that I get a hold of you, you're just going to argue with me and fucking typing. And if I do finally get you on the phone, you're just going to argue on the phone and make fucking excuse after excuse. When you were there for a situation, you don't get to treat me like I am a shitty person when I post up the truth. The narrative being sold, the narrative that I am still abused over to this day. Those of you who are witnesses to the situation, who are now recorded and posted up on my YouTube channel, you're there for a reason. I said I went for help, and our conversations prove it. Our conversations show that not one person who pretended to care actually helped me to turn in the crimes committed against me. Not one. Now, Stephanie Mejia, she went in with me actually in person. And of course, we had to talk to the investigator person over a landline from a different room. And that made it so that I couldn't record it. And so that Stephanie and Juan were just basically standing there going, what the fuck? I have no idea what's going on, because Sean's talking on the phone with somebody. We're in the Cheyenne County fucking Sheriff's Department at that point, trying to turn in crimes committed against me. And Jesus fucking Christ, they made that fucking impossible. Telling me I had to take it to Dual County and all sorts of other shit, or it's fucking somebody else's job. It's always somebody else's job, ain't it? When an at-risk adult is being fucking abused 100% of the time, 100% of the time, Adult Protective Services is going to blow you off and take the cop's side if there's nobody who tries to turn it in with you. They're one of many organizations that I have phone call after phone call after phone call recorded, because I got a bunch of weekend fucking warriors that don't fucking care. One of the ladies in this town who offered to help me, you know, she could help me because she's a witness to multiple crimes that were committed against me. And she said that she would, but she's addicted to her video games. I'd rather go do something productive than sit here all fucking day long. But I can't get anything productive done without somebody in person who cares to help me in person. There's a lot of people who wanted to tell me, oh, well, I'll send you some money, Sean. Do you have this, or this? No, I don't, but here's a way that you can send it to me. And I tell them a way that they can send it to me, and of course, then I get ghosted. I don't know what's up. They were offering to send me money. I'd rather they looked at evidence and fucking shared the evidence. That's really the help I fucking need. That is the help that I have needed all these years. It costs money to live, yes. And the longer that it takes for you to speak up, the more money it costs me to live. Meanwhile, I'm having to live without the resources that most of you take for fucking granted. I mean, imagine how fucked up it is that my little sister, out of all of the evidence that I have, actual evidence, my little sister goes through for hours and hours and hours a day, going through multiple recordings. They're fucking tweaker cams. Holy shit. Like, Tara, all you have caught on your camera is some wind, the sun coming up, the sun going down, some rain, some snow, you going in and out of your camper, Ed going in and out of your camper. I mean, really, it's a bunch of fucking tweaker shit. And yeah, I didn't really need Mandy Singer to tell me that my sister was on fucking drugs at that point. It was pretty painfully goddamn obvious. But the thing is that my sister did have evidence of possible vandalism. That is very true. But for her to literally spend all that time looking at fucking tweaker cam after tweaker cam after tweaker cam, they don't catch anything. Then she wants to pretend like if they're threatened, me pretending they don't exist will make it so they're not threatened. No. That is not how it fucking works, you fucking stupid cunt. My little sister showed that she wasn't interested in helping me. She was interested in ripping me off for my disability money, and that's exactly what she did. That disability money was to take care of myself and to protect myself and to defend myself from predators. Unfortunately, it was supposed to... My sister wasn't supposed to be one of those fucking predators. The fact that she ended up being one is completely fucked. Of course, just like the rest of these fucking nut jobs, they're gonna make excuses for their goddamn dealers. That is the most fucked up thing here. At least I got mail. That's a start. And I'm wasting fucking gas. I'm gonna run out of gas is what's gonna happen. I gotta be able to actually go into a place where I can sit down and work on this stuff and actually talk about it. You know, that's the thing about having a place with a roof over my fucking head and actual help at that place. Like for me, being at Dallas's, right? And Dallas can't help because he's drunk, or he can't help because he's depressed, or he can't help for any number of 100 other fucking reasons. None of them having anything to do with me. He can't even speak up about being harassed over me staying there. But then he wants to my face like I'm a bad fucking person later on when I speak out. Oh, people told me not to help you. People warned me not to help you. That's fucking harassment, stupid. And you didn't fucking help me, dude. Like, thank goodness I had the roof over my head, but it wasn't as important to have the roof over my head as it was to have a roof over my fucking evidence's head. To keep the evidence safe. I did spend a lot of money in Dallas. Yes, it was a fucking shithole. But I didn't have anywhere else to go. And I knew that if he lost his place, I lose my fucking evidence. Especially since I didn't have a fucking vehicle most of the time I was there. Now with his brother, who is obviously also F, and being schizophrenic and delusional, fuck. You know, he shouldn't have pulled that fucked up bullshit on me. He knew it was wrong. But he did it anyway. That's the thing. People don't want to understand what it's like. They get a tiny taste of it and they flip their fucking shit. God bless America and all that. I do have enough coffee here at the McDonald's. I'm gonna try to get onto the fucking Wi-Fi and get a hold of somebody who, well, nobody gives a shit. That's the problem. Who the fuck do you get a hold of that's not gonna fucking bullshit you? Oh, dude, I got my own stuff going on. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. You're a fucking witness to a goddamn situation where people are fucking dead, bitch. I don't give a fuck if your kid's got a cold. It's a fucking cold. Feed him some fucking NyQuil. Let him get. Now, has your kid had a fucking cold for the last 6 goddamn years? Didn't think so. Many of these assholes tell me, I can't, I got kids. I'm like, ugh, not my fault. You were fucked up on drugs and got fucking pregnant. When this shit started, they didn't have kids. A lot of them already did have kids, but not all of them. And that's like a built-in excuse, isn't it? I need help. I got kids. I can't help you. I got kids. Yes, sir. Thank you. Well, apparently they already know what I drink. Like I said, I don't hate these people. I hate the life that I have to live through because these people are too fucking cowardly to tell the truth. They say, oh, you shouldn't care what other people think, but they won't come forward and tell the truth because they care what other people think. The people that I paid to help me didn't help me. They helped my fucking predators by wasting my time and wasting my resources, wasting my money with empty fucking promises, knowing that I'm disabled, knowing I can't do these things for myself. And over the years, with you guys not taking it seriously, all the evidence has been lost and fucking stolen. And you guys want to pretend like I'm fucking just delusional and paranoid over my shit getting fucking stolen? No, this is what the reality of being fucking homeless and being a disabled male is really fucking like. Everybody Everybody's against socialism until they catch a social disease. Here you go. Thank you, sir. All right. Right before COVID hit, there's all these posts up about how we just have to wait for all these old races to fucking keel off, right? And then, of course, COVID shows up and everybody's worried that their racist fucking grandma might catch the super flu and fucking die. Christ almighty, right? Thank you again. You totally rock.
Huh?
I said, you totally rock. You're always pleasant every time I come here. Do you ever have bad days?
Yeah, I just don't show it.
Thank you for
I'm
being
gonna
pleasant.
You have a great day.
You too will do. There's a lot of people also whose drug addiction got in the way of their families. But they still want to use those families as their excuse for doing horrible shit. Like, dude, you're so fucking junked out of your gourd, even your kids don't want to fucking live with you. When your kids are so afraid to live with you that they literally write to a judge and ask not to be sent back to live with your mom, that's pretty fucking goddamn severe, isn't it? What those girls had to go through is in fucking humane. I had to go through that shit when I was a kid, and I will always, always advocate for the children first. I still advocate for Amy Witcher's children. I still advocate for Amy Spencer's children. I still advocate for Ted Bollinger's children. This afternoon, I got somebody I'm supposed to talk to, hopefully. I was hoping they'd be able to get a hold of me at some point. I think I'll probably get a hold of them. I think I told them 2 o'clock, so I guess I'll turn off my vehicle. My electronics are pretty decently charged now. It's 11:15 and I got 65% charge, which isn't bad. Oh, great. A bunch of news breaks and headlines. College students found murdered. Bump stock ban. Texas teacher caught on video telling his class his race is superior. New friend suggestion. You know, I'm white, and I tell people I'm superior mentally, but not because of my skin color. I'm not intelligent because of my skin color. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but skin and brains are 2 completely different organs. They don't serve the same function. They don't do the same things. You don't think with your skin. If you stab somebody in the skin, it probably ain't gonna kill them unless they get an infection. You stab somebody in the brain, they're probably going to fucking die. I figure that's common sense. What are the courts and the public missing? Common fucking sense. We gave the cops too much power. We gave them power to do things to the homeless that are illegal to do to anybody else in the country. But if they do it to a homeless person, you will make excuses. If the cops do something to a black man, BLM cares. If the cops do something to a black homeless man, nobody fucking cares. That's the problem with fighting for equality. When you're fighting for a bunch of people who bitch that they don't have equality, that they're marginalized and victimized. Well, you're not marginalized or victimized nearly as much as the homeless or the disabled. There's a connection between disabilities and poverty, one that you would do well to pay attention to, because the reality is racism is a byproduct of greed. Racism is a byproduct of selfishness. It's a byproduct of teaching others that doing horrible things are okay. You just have to come up with the right excuse. If you claim that the Jews are the reason that Germany has been plunged into an economic depression, well, shit. People would be glad to be rid of the Jews in that particular situation if they listen. Unfortunately, there are people who listen to that kind of bullshit. Results in concentration camps like Auschwitz and Dachau. It also results in forced labor camps like Berg-Christau, Gusen 2. You watch this stuff on TV and you don't make the connection. I don't see how it is that so many of you can find it entertaining but not make the human connection there. Natalie Bollinger is not the only person who is dead over this situation. We can't bring her back. We can't bring any of these people back. We can't bring Rihanna Ingersoll back. She was a witness to the situation. But do you know what we do have? We have Rihanna's voice recorded on this very channel. See, Amy Spencer wasn't the only person to abuse her kids. Joshua Rayborn did as well, and so did Rihanna Ingersoll. That was the most horrible thing for me. I was going to help Rihanna, and she was going to help me. And as always, no matter who it is, I keep my end of the bargain. It doesn't mean that they're going to keep theirs. And like most, she didn't keep hers. When I called her out on the horrible shit that she was doing, she wanted to play victim. Well, go ahead and play victim. You can do that. She called me up later on and apologized for it, explained that she was angry, and that's why she lied. And that's recorded on my YouTube channel, and I knew it. You know, people pretend like I'm socially retarded, and to some degree I am. When it comes to dating, yeah, I'm gonna fucking avoid that shit like the goddamn plague. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't want to catch that. Next thing you know, you're doing fucking stupid shit and stabbing your best friend in the back all over some vagina. Are you fucking kidding me? She's gonna take you for all you're worth because that's what she's been taught to do. Men and women are not that different. A woman can be a scammer, same as a man. A lot of the women that I know and a lot of the men that I know, their first fucking abuser was a woman. There's one guy recorded on my YouTube channel here in Tillamook talking about how he won't go back home because his brother's still having sex with his mom. Like, oh my God. Ugh. We got all these women on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch and chit chat, whatever the fuck, bragging about doing this shit to men, and still nothing is done about it. The things that Robert Farnsworth wants to run around and accuse people of doing and being because he's fucking delusional. What's not registering in his fucking head is that saying shit like that gets people killed. Just like that same shit didn't register to Natalie Bollinger for different reasons. Now, yeah, that Farnsworth feller, probably on fucking drugs. Probably is. And drugs may have a very big part to do with why he does the things that he does. And why he makes those accusations. It might be a drug-induced psychosis, like the situation with Natalie. But the fact is, Natalie knew that I wasn't that kind of person and wouldn't do those things. She said the things that she said because she wanted to make her predators happy. Who were her predators? Her mom, her dad, her Uncle Troy, Tim Beeson, Justin Ward, Joy Moreno. These were her predators. If someone's stalking you, you don't call them up and tell them if they're not already on the road to come see you that you're going to kill yourself. All these years trying to get people to look and listen and fucking speak out. Help me to turn this shit in. Speaking out doesn't mean just going down and holding a fucking sign in front of a building. I see a lot of these people say, I don't know how. You don't know how to fucking speak out? You don't know how to use social media or the telephone to speak out? I mean, shit, you were all sorts of fucking goddamn opinionated about Will Smith. You never met Will Smith. You never met Chris Rock. Those of you who claim to be my friends before Natalie died, you know me in person, and you cared more about Chris Rock and Jada Pinkett Smith. You could have told the truth and been a good person. But that's just too much to ask. King of Nichols wanted to complain about Elijah McClain. She never met Elijah McClain. She only hopped on that bandwagon because people were pretending it was a race thing. No, he was murdered for being autistic, you fucking idiots. And it is murder. When the cops tell the hospital that you're schizophrenic, the hospital doesn't care that you are trying to turn in those officers, and that's why those officers claimed it. The nurse at the hospital is going to write it down as if it was ordained by God Himself. Repeatedly, Dual County Sheriff's Department set it up so that I couldn't turn them in, so that my evidence was stolen or I was illegally incarcerated on bogus charges again and again and again, while people in town threaten, harass, and abuse the fuck out of me. Take advantage of my money. And nobody's gonna take this situation seriously. Because just like the cops here, when I spoke to that officer about the situation with the guy in the RV who stalked me from Hood River, that officer's telling me he's going to call up Hood River and find out what Hood River has to say. I'm like, shit, I'm trying to turn Hood River in. Their police department and their sheriff's department. It doesn't matter what they say. We need the evidence. Well, I got to try to run around and find a place where it's appropriate to do any of this stuff. It's not appropriate to do it in the library. It's not appropriate to talk about this stuff in front of people's kids. It's not appropriate to do this stuff in Starbucks. Oh my God, these are some tough goddamn magnets. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. That hurts my hands a lot. Alright, that hurt my thumb a whole lot, actually. Maybe if I slide them. Alright, we got it. Let's try to push them together. Oh, they'll only do it on the side. Holy shit. That is a tough magnet. I was looking at the screen and I saw it right there. So I decided to pull it off and mess with it. Anyway, I should be running around trying to find a way to make money. I do pick up the bottles and cans that I see. You guys get to see the communication issues that I have when I'm extremely overwhelmed and scared. To be treated like I'm a monster for having a trauma reaction to traumatic experiences. That's just horrible. But God bless America and all that. That's interesting. That guy's got a kayak that's made out of a different type of plastic. It's made out of high density polyethylene, the white crap that milk jugs are made out of. So his apparently sat out in the sun and got rotted for too long. He's got a piece of military green tarp that he's melted into it to fix it. It works. A lot of people here in America are used to buying stuff brand new, brand new. There's a lot of people saw me taking something that I had made and go, hey man, why don't you just buy one of those? You know what? When you're fucking broke, you don't have the luxury of paying someone else to fucking do shit for you. You have to learn how to do it yourself. For all the tools that I have accumulated in my lifetime, including the ones that I had to leave at Dallas's, to have to lose that shit because those people didn't keep their words is screwed up. Having to take abuse because those people didn't care to speak up, that's screwed up too. To never be allowed to show evidence of any of the abuse against me in court is fucked up. To be told that there was special reparations made for me by a judge who literally ignored every bit of fucking evidence and every piece of information and ignored the whole situation. The fact that I was trying to turn in Scott DaCosta since 2018 really should fucking mean something. But Western Nebraska don't work that way, and it don't work that way because people like Marcia Estrada, knowing full well that this was going on, knowing from her own sources, including some of her other clients, that I was telling the truth. And still, she didn't do her job as a mandated fucking reporter. For months and months and months, I went to Marcia Estrada, just as I had gone to, what was her name? Nicole Jarrell and Nicole Peralta, for months and months and months and months and months, as well as Jeff Ritter for months and months and months and months. When you're disabled, you're supposed to go to these mental health places that are supposed to advocate for you, and none of them will do their jobs. When Carol went in with me to the DHS office up there, she could have gotten something effective done by telling them that I am at risk, that I am being abused. But she didn't. She didn't even try. That's one of those things that, hey, it didn't slip your mind. I mean, what the hell am I jumping through all these hoops for? To get fucking help. But once I have someone who's supposed to be an advocate, I still need you to fucking speak up. Elijah McClain was injected with drugs that killed. The same thing happened to me when I tried to tell on my abusers in law enforcement. Except I wasn't killed. I survived it. Multiple times I survived it. Cops put a knee on the back of George Floyd's neck. And you talk about how wrong it is. Cops do that to me repeatedly and you look the other fucking way. You talk about how horrible a person I am for threatening my predators back. goddamn about them threatening me to begin with. You never did. Fuck this goddamn country and everyone in it. If you can speak up about Elijah McClain, and you can speak up about George Floyd, and you can speak up about Demetrius Shankling, and you can speak up about Waylon Lolatai and Clearview Behavioral Health. You can speak up about Sammy Leon Lawrence IV, and Michelle Rodriguez, and Michelle Clark. Sorry, it was Kelly Clark. Sorry. You can speak up about all those people, but you can't speak up about me. What's the difference? Oh yeah, they weren't slandered as if they were fucking stalkers. The evidence from Natalie herself shows that her and I never had a sexual relationship. In her own words show that I told the truth about her father. I told the truth about her addictions. I told the truth about her family, and they didn't like it. But that's a terrible excuse for murdering the young woman. They didn't have to pull the trigger themselves. They made her life and my life a living hell. Tim Beeson is still out there, and he can hurt my sister and my niece whenever the fuck he wants. Ted Bollinger is still out there, and he can hurt my sister and my niece whenever he wants. Leslie Snell and Scott DaCosta are still out there. They can hurt my sister and my niece whenever they want. There's a lot of people that said they would help me, and when it came down to actually helping me, what did they do? They told me I should have killed Leslie Snell. I should have killed Scott. Someone threatens your family, you fucking kill them. Really. Because it seems to me that all that does is create. Ooh. Found part of a dead crab. Ah.